In this video, I'm going to teach you how to draw realistic glossy lips using these materials: a B pencil, a 2B pencil, a 4B pencil, a 6B pencil, an 8B pencil, a Tombow Mono Eraser, a kneaded eraser, a blending stump for blending, a blender pencil for more precision blending, and a brush for more light blending. The first step is to have a sketch of the whole lips. You always want to sketch the lips before you start shading. The next step is to shade the lips. I'm going to start by shading the top lip. I'm going to use a 6B pencil to shade the darker areas near the bottom of the lip, and use a 4B pencil to shade the midtones of the lip. Notice I'm careful to shade around the highlights, which I've outlined in the sketch. Don't forget to use the blending stump to blend over the area of the shading to make it look more smooth. Once I'm done shading the area of the top lip, I'm gonna then add some texture to the top lip. I'll start by adding curves in the direction of the curvature of the top lip with a 6B pencil. Then shade to one side of each of these curves using the 6B pencil. Notice I want to shave in the side of the curve that is closest to the light source. Next, I'm going to use a Tombow Mono Eraser to erase the other side of each of these curves, which should be on the opposite side of the light source. After that, I'm going to lightly blend using the brush over each of these curved textures. After shading the upper lip, the next step is to shade the teeth. I'm gonna start with the upper teeth by using a B pencil to shade the midtones of the teeth, and a 2B pencil to shade the darker areas, such as the shadows cast onto the teeth. Notice once again, I'm careful to shade around the highlights of each teeth. After shading the upper teeth, I then shade the darkness of the mouth itself using an 8B pencil. Then I'm going to shade the tongue using a 6B pencil. After shading the tongue, I'm going to add some texture to the tongue by first using the Kneadable Eraser to add some dots close to each other all over the tongue area. Then lightly blend with a brush and then use the Tombow Mono Eraser to add more dots close to each other over the tongue area. And then finally using a brush to blend again. These should give the illusion of texture over the tongue area. After adding texture to the tongue, I then move on to the lower teeth. Once again, I'm using 2B pencil to shade the darker areas, such as any shadows onto the teeth, and a B pencil to shade the midtones onto the teeth. After shading the teeth, now I'm going to shade the bottom lip. Once again, I'm going to use a 6B pencil for the darker areas and a 4B pencil for the midtones. Again, I'm careful to shade around the highlights. Don't forget to blend with the blending stump over your shading. After I shade this area, I'm adding wrinkles towards the left side of the lip by drawing a wrinkle with a 6B pencil, shading in the direction of the light source with a 6B pencil, and adding highlights on the opposite side of the wrinkle using a Tombow Mono Eraser, similar to the top lip. Notice I shade certain parts of the highlights very lightly using a B pencil. This is because not all highlights are completely white. There is a little bit of shading in certain parts of the highlights. After shading the bottom lip, I then move on to shading the surrounding skin around the lips to make it look more realistic. In this case, I'm using B pencil to shade the midtones of the skin and a 2B pencil to shade the shadow areas or the darker areas of the skin. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video and learnt from this tutorial, please leave a like. And if you want to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.